Welcome to Satya Skills. In this video, let us learn about the general administration of Mauryas. Chandragupta Maurya, the founder of Mauryan dynasty, his son Bindusara and Bindusara's second son Ashoka the Great were the popular rulers of Mauryan dynasty and were responsible for the introduction of perfect political administrative system. Much about their administration is known through Arthasastra of Chanakya, Indica of Megasthenes, the inscriptions of Ashoka, Buddhist and Jain literatures. The administrative skills and the decentralization of administrative authority and the efficiency of execution during Mauryan rule were much advanced and systematic. Chandragupta Maurya, under the direct guidance of Acharya Chanakya, introduced a perfect and systematic administrative system that entirely based on Arthasastra and the prevailing Dharmasastras. It was so perfect that all the later generation rulers followed the same without much alteration. Public welfare, especially common man, was the priority of Mauryan kings. Acharya Chanakya clearly says, the emperor in his court shall never make any person seeking justice wait at the door unattended, and he shall not entrust his duty to his subordinates. Saptangas. Acharya Chanakya in his Arthasastra mentioned about the concept of Saptangas means 8 limbs of strong kingdom. They include the king, Amatya means the minister, Janapada, Durga means that is a fort, Kosha treasury, Danda means the law and order, Mitra good relations for a successful and efficient kingdom. The ordinance issued by the king was known as Sansad. King cannot go against the law of land and he cannot overlook the customs and traditions of the country. King was the head of the state and was the ultimate judiciary and legislative authority of the country. Administration was centralized monarchical system. King appoints ministers, priests, treasurers and superintendents. The team of ministers was called Mantri Parishad. Next to king was Amatya, the chief of entire administration. Ministers were called mantris and the head of the Mantra Parishad was Mantra Parishad Adhyaksha. Among these mantris, there was another small group of mantris which was core group called mantras, and their group was called Mantra Parishad. In the hierarchy of management, the next level of officers were called Tirthas. They were the higher officials in the secretariat of the king. The king appoints Sachivas, Amatyas to advise him, and from them he chooses mantris and mahamantras. Amatyas also perform judicial and administrative functions to assist the king. Managers or the superintendents of various departments were called Adhyakshas and were responsible for their respective tasks. The provincial administration of Mauryas was the best system. The kingdom of Maurya was divided into 4 provinces for easy administration, and each province had its capital. The 4 provinces were Takshila for Uttarapad, that is north province, Ujjaini for Avantipad, the western province, Tosali for Prachyapada means eastern province, Suvarnagiri for Dakshinapada, that is southern province. Patliputra is the central administrative seat. Provinces were usually headed by the prince and were referred to as Kumaras. Large provinces were divided into districts called Ahara and Janapadas under Mauryas. Revenue department is the most important department. It consists of the following. Samaharta was the chief revenue collector. Sanidata was the chief treasury officer. Yuktas were the subordinate officers in charge of revenue and also codify the orders of Mahamantras. Rajukas were like surveyors who measure land using rope. In Sanskritam, Raju refers to the rope. Thus, these people are called Rajukas. They are also called Sukinyas because they work for the Sukam, that is the welfare of the common man. Pradeshikas were like superintendents and also were in charge of revenue collection. Vachabhumikas were the officers in charge of groves, wells, cattle rearing communities, rest houses, etc. Dharma Mahamantras were in charge of prisoners' welfare and also welfare of women, senior citizens and people in need. There are different departments under different heads. Actually, there are many, but for some examples I am giving here. Ankapala Adhyaksha is the head of the accounts department. Sita Adhyaksha, head of the agriculture department. Kupya Adhyaksha, head of the forest department. Lakshana Adhyaksha, head of the minting department. Sura Adhyaksha, head of Excise department, Panya Adhyaksha, head of the Commerce department. Spy system was very perfect in those days. King appoints very trustworthy, intelligent persons to these posts. Their responsibility was to inform the king all necessary data and news, maybe public opinion or any secret information. They were Sansthas and Sancharas. Sansthas were posted in a particular zone. Sancharas travel a lot to all the corners of the country to get information and provide that information to the king. That's all in this video. Next video, we are going to learn about village administration, justice, economics, etc. Thank you for watching. God bless you.